before in the field of human endeavour has so much been owed to so few. The story we are about to unfurl really happened. Only the names have been changed to protect the guilty. In this country today, there exists the finest secret service in the world. It belongs to the Russians. But we, in our own small way, through the efforts of tireless, dedicated men, keep the enemies of the British Empire at bay. These men are known to the world as the undercover men. This is the story of two of them. His assistant and Fred had decided that particular morning to eat breakfast on the lawn, as it was raining inside. In the post that particular morning, amongst the usual bills, circulars for family planning and mortgage repayments on the dustbin, was a message, in code of course, from their trusted leader. What made this morning so different from any other was the appearance of two ordinary bystanders, cunningly disguised as foreign agents, so as not to attract too much attention. Obviously Fred and his assistant have an important assignment, but equally obvious was the fact that they knew of it, although Fred didn't know they knew. Fred moved quickly into action, stopping only to ask the way from a local camera crew. But this subsequently proved to be a fatal mistake. But who could blame Fred? Who could possibly suspect an innocent camera crew? Fred was now alive to the danger. He was in complete control of the situation. He was to bring to the fore all his previous training and experience. He was captured. Captured? Captured. That's all I'm going to say. Meanwhile, Fred's faithful assistant had found their headquarters, cunningly disguised as ends of little. But he too was to meet his Waterloo. But this man, known to us all as Whodunit, Houdini, was sure to make good his escape before too long. Fred, in the meantime, having been knotted many times on the advice of other people, was planning his escape. Meanwhile, the faithful assistant had made good his escape and was making himself available for recapture. That's cunning. Meanwhile, Fred was still planning his escape, I think. Meanwhile, the faithful assistant had made good his escape once again and was making himself available for recapture, hoping to be led to his faithful master. It's definitely cunning. Meanwhile, Fred had formulated his escape. With masterful cunning, Fred was to parcel himself up, GPO-approved packing of course. Then, with a touch of genius, he would post himself. But you may well ask, to what address? Meanwhile, the faithful assistant had escaped and was to make himself available for recapture, hoping to be led to his faithful master. That is definitely cunning.
No, it's not. How is it?
Fred was being delivered.
Oh, yeah.
He's no fool, that Fred. He knows some smart addresses. But he was to overlook the resourcefulness of the British postman. The secret hideout of the enemy agents was at last located, and with daring and reckless abandon, the faithful assistant fought his way in. At last, things were coming to a head. Fred was also being subjected to this diabolical noise. Fred's assistant was obviously lost.
Turn that bloody row off, will you?
Thank you. Fred's razor-sharp brain was at work on a solution, and his second fantastic escape is masterminded. His second fantastic escape is masterminded. His second... Sit back, ladies and gentlemen, and watch the work of one of the men who keep your country safe to live in. Assignment finished, the enemy agent's done for. It's back to more mundane things for Fred. And his assistant...
Meanwhile...
Oh well, you can't win them all. Just carries on.